On this program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
You are now watching the Alan and DJ show.
Yo, yo, yo. Milwaukee, Sun Prairie, and all the surrounding areas. Y'all know what time this is. Welcome to the Alan and DJ TV show program. And boy, I go by the name Alan.
And this is your boy DJ.
DJ, what's going on, my dirty?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Oh, man, I'm cooling, man. The limelight, looking at the limelight and everything, man. And, you know, as much as, we starting to do and we starting to take off, you know, Bambi telling me her friends saying a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I said, I don't care what none of your dear friends keep saying about me. It only matters what we got going on. And sometimes, you know, it stressed me out, bro. You know, like I be just, sometimes it's just draining. You know, it's, you know what, bro? That's what we probably can't talk about today.
Okay.
Because I know y'all going through this like we going through this out here. You know, like, it's lonely at the top, and success don't always bring good energy unless you allow it, but it still come with haters and stuff too. So without further ado, we're only going to bring this to you the way that the Alan and DJ show is always accustomed to bringing it to you. So let's talk about why is it detrimental to care so much about what other people think, man?
Yeah.
So bullet point number 1, it's exhausting and it leads to people pleasing, but why?
Because like you waste all that energy trying to like please people like you think you should be, but you end up being tired anyway from doing it.
Yeah, you know, like I don't care for it too much, and I've never really been a big fan of what anybody said about me anyway, because you don't pay my bills. What you eat don't make me, you know the rest.
Yeah.
So, you know, like constantly trying to you're always constantly trying to meet other people's expectations, or, you know, you're always constantly trying to keep pleasing them. You know, it's like, you know, you're walking on eggshells to say, if I do this, man, I know DJ never gonna be feeling me, dog. And, you know, if I do this, man, I know Alan gonna set me and make this in for, because I'll do it like this, then I know they're gonna talk about me. Mm-hmm. And that could drain your energy. Like, you know, you start losing yourself and who you truly are, the essence of who you are.
Absolutely. And people pleasing sometimes leads to like validation and leads to like dancing monkey syndrome, meaning like trying to please people so much to the point to where like now you look like a clown or a dancing monkey.
You see that all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at me. Look what I can do. Like, all that crazy stuff, but it leads to anxiety and people pleasing behaviors, man. Yeah. And you know, you don't want that, because that'll drive you crazy. But bullet point 2, like your self-worth is like intentional, man. So like so DJ, talk to me about this one for a minute, because I think people need to know this.
Okay.
Why do people need to know their self-worth?
Because like when you have self-worth, basically like your care shifts to yourself, and when it shifts to yourself, it doesn't leave any room to like care about other people. No,
like it don't. So other people's opinions don't determine your outcome in life. You know what I'm saying? Or like don't let that like determine your value, because you are your own perception and what matters genuinely to you, and what matters as far as like what you think. So in so many words, man, you know, you got to know what your value is. You got to know who you are and what you bring to a table. That's just like being in a relationship. I know that I can bring value to the table, but what are you bringing to the table? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like besides your body. You know what I'm saying? You can get that down the street, around the corner, up the road. Don't none of that matter to me. How thick you are. What value do you bring to this team?
Absolutely.
You know, if you don't bring value and you don't know your self-worth, then like, you know, that could be detrimental, because then people start talking about you and now you're worrying about what other people think about you.
Absolutely. But the thing that's crazy about self-worth too is like, and this can go into like relationships or any other situation. Like if you can't really care about other people if you don't really care about yourself. Like
it's true.
Like it doesn't make sense for you to care for somebody if you don't care for yourself. Like you got to take pride in taking care of yourself and worry about yourself. Then you could have the care and passion for other people.
Oh, that makes sense, DJ. And, you know, well enough said. You know, like, and then, like, you know, we go to the next bullet point. You can't control what others think about you.
Yeah.
So the reason why I always say, like, you know, you can't worry about what other people think about you because they're going to have a perception of you anyway. No matter if you did. No matter if you walk a perfect line, no matter how perfect you act, no matter how perfect you walk, and then no one's perfect but Jesus Christ. So, like, no matter how you manage to try to walk this perfect fine line, they're going to say something about you. So you can't manage what's basically what's in, like, someone's head. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, you can't be making up thoughts or worrying about, dang, you know, that I fail to meet their expectations, or, man, you know, if I do this, man, he going to think I'm a lame because I don't drink and smoke or whatever the case may be. So what?
So what?
You got to be you.
Absolutely. And the crazy thing is, like, everyone has a mind of their own, and everyone has their own situation to deal with. So even if that person, like, thinks a different way, like, they might be thinking that way because of other situations. Like, it's not necessarily because of you all the time. So,
Yeah.
like, don't take it serious. Like, if somebody, like, actually think about you in a certain way, maybe something happened to them to where that situation happened to them, and when that happened to them, they thought that way, and now they think that way about everybody.
No, facts, man. You know, like, you can't let that deter who you are as a person. You know, like I said, at the end of the day, when you meet somebody, you know what I'm saying, like, the first minute or two, you know what I'm saying, like, it can lead always into, how they say this, like, a person always gonna have a perception of you. You know what I'm saying? So you are what you leave with them. But then at the same time, you can walk the perfect line. You could do everything right. You could do, like, man, like, you feel like, hey, I can't do no wrong. It's going to be somebody out of 10 people, you're going to have at least 2 that's just not going to like you. They're going to think something bad about you, and you just can't control what's in someone else's head.
Yep.
And then, you know, like, the next bullet point, it breeds disrespect. So, DJ, I'm going to let you cook on this one because I really would get Bob. I would bug up. Taking no slice for nobody.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna say this bullet point, and then, like, I'm gonna let Al talk for a second, and then I'm gonna tell you why, like, I feel this way. But basically, like, it breeds disrespect because when you're disrespecting yourself and others, it's disrespecting yourself and others by not being honest with them or to yourself, basically.
So if you constantly like, changing your actions based on, like, others' perceptions of you, then it can bring insecurities, and with insecurities, what it does is open up the door to disrespect. And you can't take no slice from nobody, man, woman, or whatever. You know, in order to give respect, you have to give it.
Absolutely. And because you care so much, like Al said, like, it opens the door for people to disrespect you.
And then also bullet point 5, it is to me, it stiffens your growth now. So why does this stiffen people's growth now as they invited the door, open up that door and invited disrespect?
Basically, like, what happens is, like, because you care so much, it keeps you focused on the past and the present when you need to be focused on the future.
I like that, because people live their life already. So let's say now, you know, you're dealing with an OG that's about 65, 70 years old. They telling you, no, brother, you know, you got to do it this way. You got to do it that way, because they know that you got the, like, how can I say this? You have the courage to do what they didn't want to do because they were too afraid to do it. So you can hinder your growth by, like, okay, so if you're a boy standing and pursuing your desires and a fear of criticism or hindering your personal growth or freedom, then you would never get to your dreams. You would never get there. Well, DJ said I can't, and William J. Smith said you know, like, I don't think that I am, so I don't think that I am, man. Like, my music, alright, bro. Like, man, a couple of girls said they wasn't feeling it, bro. Man, I should just do something different. But you got something secretly going on. But then what a hater do? Yeah, man, dog, bro, man, you got to fit that. Bro, like, sometimes, man, you know, you got to start living your life off the wall. Yeah. Bro, like, it's hard to get in that game. Like, only 2% out of 100 make it anyway, bro.
Yep.
Here you go. Here you go.
Absolutely.
Messed up. So now getting to the next bullet point. It promotes mental health and freedom, but it also tie into this fosters authority.
Okay.
So DJ, why?
Because like with mental health, man, like it's important. Like when you don't want to care, I mean, when you do care so much, like it can ruin your mental health. But like sometimes it can actually help your mental health because you need that in order for you to grow, so you could be able to like establish stronger relationships.
Facts. And also focusing on your own values and inner compassion as far as like your creativity side for yourself and everything. Mm-hmm. It can build self-respect, and also it can build the confidence that you need to attack those dreams. And also like living in your true authenticity is, like I like to say, like you being your true self and you being who you are, not trying to change for nobody. It can also bring rather true performance for others and a genuine, I want to say, a key of like fulfillment. So it's like you feel fulfilled when you like, yo, I don't have to be tough around DJ all the time, because DJ is a tough dude. I'm just being honest with you. I ain't gotta be like, looking all crazy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can just be myself. Like I can say, man, bro, look, like I like to watch cartoons. I'm a big kid at heart. Yeah. But it's just you being yourself, and either somebody gonna accept you or they not. Yeah. But let's tie into the Allen and DJ's final thought. DJ, what's your final thought, man, when it comes to why is it detrimental to care what people think about you?
First of all, like self-worth is more valuable than anything in the world, and you need to be able to love yourself before you can love others. So, and if you don't love yourself, it's already exhausting, like living in this world and going through what you're going through. But it's also exhausting to care about other people when they don't care about you. So you need to care about yourself first before you can care about others.
And biggest thing I would say is like stop trying to find a way to fit out and fit in. Yeah. What do you mean by that, Al? Well, stop trying to fit out of your true self and trying to fit in somebody else's world, and find a way to fit into your own world and be who you are, and to be around people who would accept you for who you are, and not having to change who you are for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, they're going to think what they're going to think about you anyway. They're going to talk about you anyway. They talked about Jesus Christ. My mama used to always say, so you ain't no different. And Jesus used to always say, remember, I went through it first. So, when you're going through stuff, man, you got to say, hey, you know what, like maybe these ain't the people for me. And change your circle and get around people that look like your future. And when you do that, you just became the very best version of yourself. Now, this is the Allen and DJ Show. You can find the Allen and DJ Show at gmail.com if you have any questions about what you want us to talk about next. You can also find the Allen and DJ Show on YouTube, and you also find the Allen and DJ Show on our fan page on Facebook. And you can also find the Allen and DJ Show soon to be on TikTok. And my dirty William J. Smith on Instagram and Facebook, and yours truly, Alan Hutchinson, on Instagram and Facebook. And until next time, let's go into the new year being ourselves, and let's stop caring about what people think about us. Because you know why? We don't care anyway. We don't care, man. We gonna stay well. We gonna stay healthy.
Peace.